Hey everyone, this is another video for the tutorial video series for Good Steward. In this video, I want to show you a quick overview of the main user interface in Good Steward to sort of show you where everything is and there are different purposes for each section of the screen. In this case, we are landed in the All Accounts page right now. This is the default landing place once you sign up and subscribe to our billing plan, and that allows you to get here. And that's why you can see the top bar show you what page you're on, and also gives you a user profile at the top right. And in this, you could update your profile data, you could change your password, and you can also uh, look at your billing information. In billing information, we've seen this in the previous video, but you can change your payment methods. You can cancel your payment, obviously, and you can also subscribe, switch different plans as you see fit, because we're users based on how many financial institutions you're connected to, um, and so that's what it's for. And then we have a sync button. The sync button here basically allows you, when you click on it, it will sync all of your connected accounts with transaction data, and will also sync all of your connected devices who have a profile and under your profile to have all the data sync across to be consistent. I'll show this little icon later, but this is a privacy mode. We'll have numbers. I can show you the numbers get blurred, so it's easier for you to keep your personal finance data private when you're sharing screen or taking a screenshot and things like that. Now, to the left side, we have this left menu bar. This menu bar can be floating if you need more screen real estate, or you can fix it here by default. And we have lots of different menu items here. So we have things like dashboard, which page, this is your default landing page once you get going with a budget, and it'll show you sort of the current, some useful data, a snapshot of your current financial situation. We don't have any data right now because we haven't started it. And then there is your latest transactions, your account information, things like that. Pretty useful. There's billing at the bottom. We have a planning view. This is where you would use our planning tools and our budget template builder to help you build your budget for the year. And we'll show you a deep dive video for this later that allows you to have the 12 month grid for the year to know to plan ahead on what your finances will be as you can track throughout the year. Um, Tracking is fairly self-explanatory. This is the view where most app will have on a month-to-month basis, where you can track your budgeted actual amount of income and expense against your budgeted amount income and expense and get a delta. And then we'll show you a useful chart, just give you a snapshot. There's some useful widgets here to help you make things go faster and easier. And we'll also give you a 3 month view. That way, sometimes it's more easier to compare your previous month, current month, and past month, and to give you some analytical view of the data. And we have reports, self-explanatory. I have some pre-canning report, and you can create custom report. Again, we'll do another future video to deep dive this. We'll have schedules, which is really for billing, recurring billing and transactions. It's really useful to make a schedule for it. But if you bank sync, may or may not be useful. But depending on your style of how you manage your budget, this is something we provide for our users. Payee is just where you manage all of your payees, your vendor and merchants, and it's pretty useful to update their information as needed. And rules is really important. We have a really robust rule engine. We'll do another video on, but it allows you to automate a lot of things, like changing the payee name, adding notes, categorization, and things like that. And settings, where all the settings are, you can sort of see your number format, your beginning of the year. So this allows you to do something like if you run a small business, you want to use this, you can say your fiscal year to start not in January, so it can be something in the middle of the year, so it's different from your calendar year. That's something that's useful. We can ask for your data. We'll have some advanced settings, but that's more for sort of system. And yeah, and then more importantly, we're back to this section. So we have these menu items on the top of the left bar. below it, we have all accounts. We'll do another video on this in the future, but this is essentially our account register. What it allows you to do is to add multiple accounts, whether it's connected account or a local account. And local account can be on budget or off budget. That way, allows you to track all of your assets and liabilities in one place, and the all accounts. It's becomes sort of your net worth a snapshot as a number, and then we group it together as for account and for budget and off budget, so you can track everything in one spot. You can see one snapshot. Again, we'll show another video about this later, but it's a very important part of the screen. Last thing we'll show you is this budget file. We'll have a couple actions you can do. You can rename the budget file. In this case, you might, because we support multiple budget files per user profile. I'll show you in a second, but to make them not confusing, you might name it differently. So I'll call this tutorial real budget. And if you close this budget file, you will see that you have a file list. Again, you can create multiple new files, but when you have them, it will show you whether they're synced across devices or whether they're local only. When they're created, you can delete them and things like that. We will do that in a future video. Thanks.